mode of transport I'm about to discover doesn't need diesel, petrol, gas, hydrogen, or even electricity. The power is up there. It's all around me. Welcome to the Attenborough Sailing Club.
I need to pick an orange out of the car.
Yeah, so you're the Commodore, Nick.
An ex-Commodore, I am, yeah.
Explain what a Commodore
Well,
is.
a Commodore is there
Computer.
to look after the run of the club, really. So he's able to delegate to lots of other people on the committee, but he's basically the chairman. He looks after the running of the club for a term of normally 3 years.
Okay, and you've been here for a while.
2009 I was Commodore, so ex-Commodore now.
And I presume you was here before that?
Yeah, 3 or 4 I was the secretary, and helped out with the treasury and the training and various other activities that the club do.
And what's the sort of membership split with male and female?
We generally have more males. I guess it's something like 60-70% of fellas, but we have some ladies that sail and sail very well. So we're trying to do all we can to increase that, and the clubhouse has been a big help for that. We've got a new clubhouse which has got much better changing facilities, so ladies can enjoy a far nicer changing room than we had before, which is basically porter cabin. So
and going by what I can see around me today at your open day, it's very sort of family friendly.
We are trying to increase the youngsters down to the club. It's important. They're the lifeblood of the club at the end of the day. So again, this facility here is great for youngsters to come down and keep warm if they're cold outside, or they can sit on the balcony and watch. So there's a desire to get youngsters involved. We have training courses for youngsters throughout the year, and they come down and learn to sail in smaller boats that we're able to provide. So
yeah, I noticed some air cadets,
sea cadets.
On the way in.
They're an affiliated club, so they have a number of boats and some rowing boats.
Are they local?
Long Eaton.
Okay,
Long Eaton.
So not too far away, just the other side of the reserve, really.
That's right. Yeah. So Long Eaton Sea Cadets, and we've got Colic Lifeguards here as well today. They're an outfit that provide life-saving support for water sports.
Okay, yeah, I noticed the dinghies as I was walking up. I presume they were put in place for safety.
Just in case anybody did go in or capsize or something, but on a day like today there's not a great deal of wind, just a nice comfortable breeze for keeping the boats moving, keeping people interested in the sailing, doesn't get too boring.
How deep is the lake?
Not very deep, it's about perhaps 10 feet at the most, so if we do capsize, the mast is going to go in the mud. We're not going to go very far. It's not going to turn over.
Guess I presume was this gravel pits?
Once upon a time, gravel pits. Yeah.
I mean, that's how the
along this whole stretch was a series of gravel pits. Yeah.
When's your sort of boating or sailing season?
We start sailing in March. So the first week of March, we commence sailing on a Sunday afternoons as racing. People come down on a Friday afternoon to casual sail, social sail really. So as soon as the weather improves and there's people down, they'll do that. During the summer we sail on a Wednesday afternoon, so people race on a Wednesday afternoons, and people come down on a Saturday afternoon, perhaps for a leisurely sail. So we try and open up the club as much as we can. So it's not just purely racing on the Wednesdays and Sundays, but people can come down at other times as well.
So I presume you've got the competitiveness within the club.
There's a mixture.
Is there any sort of sailing league?
There is the series of races. So we run races within the club, so people compete against each other within the club. And then we have activities with a couple of other clubs on the river, so Nottingham Sailing Club and Trent Valley Sailing Club. We have what we call a tripartite, the Trent tripartite. So we'll go visit them 1 year and compete against them, and rotates around every 3 years. And I think it's next week we're at Trent Valley, so they're hosting it next week. So.
Oh, that's nice. So you'll sort of mingle and get around.
And it gives us a chance to sail on a river, because it's a different type of water to hit, and likewise it's a chance for them to come and sail on a lake. There's a club, Nottingham Sailing Club is further down the river near Home Pier Point. I think the council run courses and things probably at Home Pier Point, but I think it's mainly kayaking and rowing and that sort of thing rather than sailing.
When I was walking along the Cranfleet Canal on the peninsula of the sort of Trent and the Yeah, there's a yacht. Is that a yacht club there?
That's Notts County. That's Trent Valley Sailing Club.
Oh right,
Trent
yeah.
Valley Sailing Club.
I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I've seen that before.
Yeah. And we sail there, say next week. That's the tripartite.
Yeah. Okay.
The oldest inland sailing club in the country.
Ah, there we go. Knowledge and information, Nick. Certainly today you've got a lot of families mingling around because of the open day. What is your age range of members?
We can have, as soon as someone can swim and is confident in a boat, they can come and sail. So we have youngsters, perhaps 6 or 7 or 8, with their parents, obviously, would come down. They wouldn't come down unsupervised. Through to, we have members that are 70, 72, 73, something like that. They can still sail competitively, sail very well. So,
and do you have any affiliation with schools or colleges?
We,
as part of their recreational
Nottingham
activity?
University have certainly been members in the past and have sailed down here. We're affiliated to the Royal Yachting Association. They're the governing body, if you like, for sailing. So they organise curriculum for the training. So all our courses, for instance, are courses prescribed by the RYA, and all our instructors are RYA trained, so they are qualified by the IRA to instruct people in the right method.
And that's acronym?
RYA, the Royal Yachting Association.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm a yachting instructor. I can instruct people to sail. So it's normally 2 weekends a year. They come down on a Friday night, Saturday, and a Sunday morning for 2 consecutive weeks, and we teach them to sail. Somebody that's never been in a boat before, by the end of those 2 weeks, should be able to sail.
Nick, you have sail racing down here. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, we have what they call handicap racing. So every boat that sails has a handicap depending on how fast it goes. So if it's a slow boat, it'll have a different handicap to a slow boat, and vice versa. Yeah. So we have handicap racing. So be a large number of different types of boats that sail. So what will happen is the OD1, as they're called, or OD2, will come down and arrange which boys we're going to go around. There are a number of boys out here. There's 10 boys.
And what is OD?
Officer of the day.
Okay.
So officer of the day number 1 is in charge of the whole shebang, the whole race. He'll set a course and set up the boys as to which boys we're going to go round and which direction we're going to go round. Then he'll have a number 2 who will help with the timing. So they'll start the race and they'll go around for perhaps 4 or 5 laps, and the times will be kept for an hour. It's 1 hour. The race is 1 hour long.
Yeah.
And then we have an OD 3 and 4, officer of the day 3 and 4, and they look after the safety boat. So OD 3 will man the safety boat. He'll be in charge of the boat, and then OD 4 is the one that will give him a hand if somebody capsizes or needs rescuing.
Is that a regularity thing?
It's a sensible thing to do. Any professional club would do that.
Yeah. When the boats start off, There's
a countdown. So there's a 5-minute warning.
Okay.
And then a 4-minute warning. So you know things are about to happen. You've again got a 1-minute warning, and then at 0, there's a hooter that sounds, and that's it. We're all off.
So they all go together?
They all go together.
They're not timed individually?
No, they're all starting at They all go together, and every time they come back through the start line, because there might be several laps, their time is taken. And at the end of the day, we divide the number of laps they've done by the time it's taken for that boat, and you can work out their handicap. So some slower boat might only do 3 laps, a fast boat might do 5 laps, but we work out the average lap and work out the handicap from that.
And what would define a slower boat from one that goes at lightning speed?
Basically, it's design. You'll have out and out fast racing boats that are more difficult to sail, more high performance boats that you'd need to be fairly skilled to sail, through to a little junior boat perhaps that an 8-year-old that's only sailing for a couple of years could take out and compete against the out and out fast boats. He may only do two laps, but if he does it well, then he can even beat a fast boat.
And what's the age of the youngest person that you've had compete?
7 or 8, something like that. They start to come down and have a go. Yeah. Depends. Sometimes they just want to come down and muck about in the boat and jump in the water and have a bit of fun. But others are keen on racing, and they get competitive.
And do most people own their own boats, or can they borrow from the club? How does that work?
We encourage members to have their own boats. You'd want your own boat because you're going to look after it better and tweak it the way you want it. But we do have club boats, so people can come down as a new member and try out our club boats. There's a small fee now for using them, about £10 a day, which is cheap. You go to some other larger clubs, larger organisations, you'll be looking at £60, £70 to hire a boat. So down here We encourage people to use the club boats till they get a feel for it, decide what type of boat it is they want, and you can normally pick up a second-hand boat, £350 perhaps for an older boat, through to a brand new boat might cost you £5,000 or £6,000, for an out-and-out, super-duper, brand new fast boat.
And all your sort of current membership charges, etc., they're on your website?
They're on the website, yeah. The website is Attenborough Sailing Club, so attenboroughsc.org.uk.